A lot of these women have had things a certain kind of way for a very long time, and they've been able to have their cake and eat it too. And they've been able to group up into teams, gaslight men, and try to make a guy feel like he's nothing or isn't worth anything by bringing up all these social norms and things of that nature. But like right now, you being the way that you are, man, I'm telling you right now, man, these women, they cannot stand an emotionally intelligent man. When you start being emotionally intelligent, when you start moving as such, that's when they start wanting to really try to investigate you and not really looking to, well, I mean, I'm talking about the narcissistic type of females. Like good women aren't really checking into you that hard, not really online looking into your social media and stuff like that, trying to look for vulnerabilities and holes in your arguments and things of that nature. But when you start being emotionally intelligent, man, they will literally take it upon themselves. They try to find a loophole or some kind of way to kind of tear you down or break you down or something of that nature, man, for no other reason than just because they don't like you speaking in a way where you're showing that you're self-respecting, carrying yourself and holding yourself to a certain standard and not allowing yourself to be duped or hoodwinked by any of these scallywags out here, right? So emotionally intelligent, or emotional intelligence, while they're talking about it all the time, I don't really think that women operate out of that kind of energy and that kind of emotionally intelligent frame. And I don't think that they like that men operate out of, emotional intelligence. Because I'm telling you, man, these women out here, they seek and need guidance, but they're so in their narcissistic ways that they'll like watch whatever you're doing and get a lot of good leadership from what you're doing and change their life or whatever, but they're not going to tell you nothing. They're not going to tell you nothing. Man, you'll have chicks that'll be around you at work or coworkers or whatever, or family members that will clearly be picking up on stuff that you're putting down, and they will dig in their bag and go and find somebody that's already passed away or something to give that person credit for it. Just because they don't want to have to say, I got it from, you, or I got it. It's crazy out here. And then they still want us to give them respect, man, please. I'm telling you, even the ones overseas. If I start going overseas and they start moving in a certain kind of way where they're trying to make sure that they're not giving me credit where credit is due, or, because listen, I don't move like that. I move in a way where if somebody puts me on to something, I let them know. I move in a way to where it don't take away from me, to let it be known that I learned something from someone else. And whenever I see that certain kind of women that can't do that kind of stuff, man, I put them in a category. I'm like, oh, you kind of like a weirdo. You kind of like a weirdo. Okay, got you. Roger that. You know what I'm saying? And I make these categories because a lot of these women are operating out of ego, bro. They're operating out of ego. You can't operate out of ego and have emotional intelligence, man. They're operating out of ego. They can't stand to see somebody or man have himself together and not feel like he needs a woman, a mammy, aka a mammy. When you have had a good mother, you don't need for some woman to be your mother. You know how many women will automatically start trying to mother me whenever they come into a relationship or the idea of a relationship with me? They don't understand how to stay in their own place. They start looking for vulnerability so they can try to correct me. It's the weirdest thing in the world. It's like, your life is not together. Why are you trying to find different things to make recommendations for me about when I could clearly make a couple or few just based off of, what I see? It's the strangest thing in the world to me right now. And this is the reason why listen, I say focus on your money. Now look, I know this might be a harsh reality, but I want to tell you the truth. Most of these women only care about money, bro. I'm gonna be real. They'll do anything for money. They'll look past guys with really bad toxic traits for money. Even if the guy's like dealing or whatever, they don't care. They'll just be like, well, he's making money. I'm telling you, the modern woman is literally obsessed with money. They do everything for money. Half of these content creators online, they thirst trap for money. They're either posting up, very revealing type of stuff online for money, or, they got their, only whatevers. And then they'll also be on here posting content, just to get dollars. You know what I'm saying? They don't even care whatever they're saying. They don't even care if it makes any sense. I watched a video the other day of a woman who's speaking about semen retention from a woman's perspective. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. A woman could not point out a man on semen retention out of an, a lineup of alphas or betas. She wouldn't be able to tell. It's nonsensical. It's just her seeing that semen retention videos are going viral, and she's like, "Oh, I'm a woman, and most guys are simps, so I'll just jump in here and make a semen retention video." Of course you will, and of course you'll get views, right? But you're gonna still end up being lonely. You're still gonna end up being by yourself. See, these women, man, they equate money to value. Like what they do, like that's what they do with men. But men don't move like that. So are they equating money to value and pretty much letting money be the only value? Then they're missing out on a whole lot. And that's the reason why they're ending up, lonely, getting close to the wall, hitting the wall, and can't figure out, what they did wrong. Because they chose to get money over finding a relationship. They all do it. Listen, what they're looking for through money, they could have got through a man. They're looking for protection and stability. And so they invested all their time to giving themselves protection and stability instead of finding that from a man. And so when they get it, they don't want a man to take it away from them. Well, that's fine. We don't want to take it away from you. And we also don't want you. Leave us alone. Stop following us around. Stop trying to gaslight us. We don't want you. We don't want you. All this boss bae, you know what I'm saying? All these different weird terminologies for women, alpha chick and, all these different, they got all kind of terminologies for these women that are just out here, just being adults, taking care of themselves, right? Giving them a pat on the back for being an adult, taking care of themselves, and the kids that they made, the kids that they laid up with somebody that wasn't worth a crap and made. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. So, look, they can't stand for you to be emotionally intelligent and see this stuff. Like, there's so many women out here that are single mothers, and for you to just mention that, well, why am I going to treat a single mother the same way I treat a woman that has no kids? Because every single mother tells you their kid comes first. So you want to sit here and put yourself in a situation where you have a woman that's made a child with some other man, and that other man, that mini version of him, comes before you at all times, when you could just get a woman that don't have a kid? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But society is sitting over here pushing it in front of us through the television, through the movies. They got that backup. See, men don't have that backup. They won't even give us action heroes anymore, nothing like they're taking them from us. We can't have any kind of backing, from the social construct showing us, a positive male, figure or whatever. Everything is baby daddy this and runaway guy that, and showing women in all these power roles. Well, listen, what they've done is they've made this false dichotomy for you guys, but you're still not with a man. You don't have a man. You have no prospect of, no way of getting a prospect. You're just out here fumbling the bag, chasing money all the time, chasing money. They do everything for money. I'm telling you, once you get your mind aligned with that, like, okay, they'll do anything and everything for money. So once my money and my clout align, then I can have any one of these women that claim that they wouldn't want me now or play games or whatever. Once your money's right, man, these women, man, they fall in line. You can be out here with some game or stuff like that, but they really only respect the bag, man. They really only respect it. So you just get your money right. You focus on getting your money, and as a man, there's nothing but opportunities out here to make money. There's nothing but. So, you can just, you can get lucky and get a viral clip or whatever and become a millionaire. You could, do all kind of stretch offs, all kinds of different ways to become a multi-millionaire, man, out of nowhere. And you can also work hard, save up, build your businesses, get your business credit established, all that kind of stuff, and get where you need to be at. Work out every day, take care of yourself, your skin, eat right or whatever. And you can become this kind of guy where all women want you, where you don't have to be, limited to the options in front of you or around you or in proximity of you or in a city, state, town. You ain't got to limit yourself, because that's the way that women really work. See, it's all a proximity game with women. They show a certain portion of the population online where guys are chasing women, which is not the majority. And then they, propagandize that, push it out all over the place. Women will believe anything that they see, as long as they don't have to take accountability. So they start talking these crazy talking points. But as long as you as a man have clear sight, and you're like, well, a bunch of y'all women have a bunch of kids, a bunch of debt. You might have a home, but you have a bunch of debt. That's the equivalent of, that's the net loss for you guys liability wise, for you guys having your little homes and your little Mercedes Benz and your college, degree or whatever that you racked up your bodies at. Really, it's a bunch of debt. So as a guy, you got to look at that debt that's coming with her. Then there's the attitude, which is the, normally the thing that stops everything is the attitude. Because they have a few things going on, according to society, they believe that they automatically qualify for any man that they want. And whenever they don't get that automatically, they start showing the attitude, they start showing the ass, they start showing, who they really are, hidden underneath. Most women can't handle rejection, and most women are operating out, within their ego. Just look at their social media stuff. Every time I turn around, they're either posting up some kind of selfies of themselves. They need validation every chance they get. And then these guys that are married to them and dating them, it's like, bro, like these women are online getting validated by their subscribers and everything like that, and wherever else they're at, because if they're on Instagram, which most of them are, they're probably getting some type of DM. You know what I'm saying? So you as a man knowing this kind of information, putting this information out to everybody, it really bothers these women, man. It really bothers these women. They can't stand that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they want you to be dumb. They want you to end up in a situationship with them. They want to be able to play you with all the rest of the guys they're playing with. And then they want to be able to... and then they want to be able to, blame it all on you and make it seem like you were the narc. And if you're emotionally intelligent, they can't do stuff like that. So they gotta, like get rid of you, shut you up, try to make you seem like you don't have any credibility. And they're doing it every chance they can. They can't stand us, man. They can't stand us. If you're emotionally intelligent, man, I'm telling you right now they're fascinated by you, but they're really using that fascination to monetize you. Most of these women out here monetize anything, man. They'll monetize anything. They don't care. They don't care. It's all about trying to get money. They don't care how they get money. They don't care how they come across. They don't care how they look to us. They're just trying to get money. It's just all about getting money. And it's a shame. It's a shame. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What are we going to do about it? You know what I mean? We'll go overseas, obviously. Go overseas and try to find one over there that's not trying to just get a visa or whatever, or just try to, which, again, who cares what they're trying to get? We're not going to give them anything anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to give them anything anyway. We're going to go over there and do what we want to do, whatever. We start dating somebody over there, we start dating somebody. What we're really trying to do is just expand our options, expand our portfolio. We're trying to, move around a little bit, move differently, and also go places where our dollar goes longer. So we're just out there doing what we have to do. And women should understand that when we have very limited options. See, that's the whole thing about them in America and in the West. They try to limit your options by having every female get on board with this agenda and speak in a certain kind of way. So it's like all of them are doing it. So it's like, well, what are you going to do? You just not going to get none of us, or what? I mean, what you going to do? I mean, we're all talking this way, we're all acting this way, and we're, giving you the worst of us, and we're saying that it's us being liberated. What you going to do about it? And that's when you got to be like, man, I'm just going to take my talents overseas. I don't care what I got to do about it. What I'm not going to do is end up in a relationship with one of y'all. Heaven forbid I mess around and let one of y'all try to get wild in the bedroom and get you pregnant, which is what you want to do. That's what they want to do all the time. You just got to stay away from them. You got to stay away from them. And the fact that we're moving like that, it really bothers these women, man. It really does. It really does. And I'm not even trying to be funny about it, because I don't care what women do. I don't care if women go overseas and find some man to whatever. I don't care women who interracially date. I don't care, women that go online and talk junk about men all day long or whatever. I don't care what they want to do. I don't care what they want to do. I don't care what they're talking about. I could care less. I could care less. I'm just focused on myself, focused on putting good people around me, and I guess I don't have like eggs or nothing. So, I'm not, getting ready to hit an expiration date. I'm just out here doing what I got to do. I have plenty of time if I want to go ahead and make life better for myself or have more children. But the focus should be on expanding your wealth, man. Expanding yourself, building your portfolio out, exploring your options, not being limited to what's being shown in front of you. We all know that the propaganda is being pushed. So we just have to do what we have to do. And a lot of, again, they're not going to never react the way we want them to and be like, okay, I hear what you're saying. We're going to no, man. They got it made in the shade right now. They get to go on girls trips, cheat. They get to They're cheating left and right, man. They're having men taking care of kids that belong to another man. And this is how you know that most of them don't have any moral compass. They're not trying to change. They're just trying to continue to do it, and they want to continue to live this way without it ever being equal. When they're talking about equality, they're not really wanting it to be equal. They want to flip the roles. They want to oppress somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to go. I'm not going to be oppressed by a bunch of these random ass messed up in the head females. I'm good. I'm not going to be over here dating in a society where they're putting all the chips on women's side and leaving the men with crumbs and just like having us, absolutely not, man, telling us to deal with it. I know we don't have to. We can go overseas where we can find women that are traditional and who are also eating portions that are normal enough for them to stay a size that's healthy and attractive to all men. That's what we're trying to make sure that we stay at. Sitting over here giving us these BS options and then saying, well, you can deal with this or that, but it ain't gonna be what you want. Well, then I'm not gonna take none of them. You can't, you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? And then they have everything in every movie and every TV show where men are chasing women like dogs and we can't control ourselves and we just have to have something. And then women are talking about, oh, every man, no, every man's not. And we're done with that. We don't want to hear it anymore. We're definitely not entertaining options that are detrimental to us. Whatever generational wealth we're trying to build, our future, we're not going to deal with y'all anymore. A lot of y'all are agents of chaos. You just want to destroy stuff. You see a good man or whatever, you just want to destroy him, break him down, and have somebody you can brag about. Yeah, that's one of my guys right there that's on my roster. You haven't sold yourselves too short and you spread yourselves too thin, and we just don't want to deal with you anymore. It's really not worth it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. You know what I mean? Too much of a liability and not assets. Why are we going to continue to deal with y'all out here doing what you're doing? I mean, y'all are out here, man, y'all are messing with so many dudes, man, at one time. Y'all messing with so many dudes at one time. Y'all cannot go a little while without messing with, y'all got to be messing with somebody new, some new dude all the time. All the time. It's a doggone shame. It's a doggone shame. It is what it is, but y'all always gotta be, entertaining some new guy, having a guy. The ideal situation for the modern woman is to have a full-time guy, have a sneaky link, and then have one or two guys on the side. You know what I'm saying? And then they're still feasting off of whatever attention they can get from going out with their girls. For you guys that let your girl go out with their girls without you, y'all are fools, and you know you are. You know you are. You know what she's doing while she want to make sure you're not there. She wants to feel like she's single. She's gonna act as such too. And y'all, this is the reason why. A lot of it can be blamed on this weak man behavior. You know what I'm saying? But again, for the past 50 years, 40, 50 years, women have been raising the men. So most men have been raised by single mothers to be weak, to continuously give women passes after passes after passes, doing things that they know that they, listen, man, I'm not here to tolerate it. Again, we can find other options, other places where women aren't even thinking about, I have FOMO, I gotta be out there, I gotta see what's going on, I gotta be involved. You go other places where women wanna build a family, women wanna like maybe get educated and have like a good career, but I mean, they know how to focus on their family, they know how to put their family first. They know the only way to get a man and keep a man, because their mothers and their grandmothers have kept men. You're going from generation to generation of broken families in America over here, and then trying to expect for women to just, they're not understanding where we're coming from. Getting online, having these discussions, or only lining the pockets of the content creators. It's not making any change. It's not making any change. So save your time, save your energy, save your money. Start doing what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. And then whenever you want to date or whatever, start, exploring options other places. The money that you're putting into these dates and trying to, see these women locally, if you just invest a little bit of money and go overseas and start trying to talk to women overseas, you'd be surprised. But y'all want to just keep it local because you're scared. Stop being scared. Go ahead and give it a shot, because the time you're wasting and the way that these women are pretty much built to tear down your self-esteem on a regular basis, to keep you in line so you'll never think about doing better for yourself, well, you might as well. you might as well. That's pretty much most of their philosophy. So listen, y'all, appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, share the live. You know, I'm gonna drop a few more. Gotta go to the grocery store first. I'm gonna be doing some reaction videos. But I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the tribe. You know, all of the likes and the shares and the comments count. Again, you know, you guys are keeping the channel going. So keep doing what you do. Appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all later.